Hello everybody, so hope you had a good 4th of July to all those people in the US. But I'm here with my review, finally, Pumpkin and Poppy Cosmetics, and 2 eyeshadows it's in. I'm going to tell you a story about it first before I get into it, but just so you're wondering what it is SATINE, which is a silver based on the Moulin Rouge. That's what the windmill is. And from the sort of Aladdin collection is JASMINE, which is sort of powder baby blue color, and the SATINE is like a white silver. It's silver, but okay, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm wearing them right now, but I'm wearing it differently on each eye, which I'll explain. But before getting into that, I want to explain the reason why I purchased it. Yes, it's because I wanted the colors, but what actually propelled me to first purchase Pumpkin and Poppy, since again this is my first purchase, is I really feel it's important to support KRISTY, Veggiebeauty's channel, and all the work that she does. It means a lot to me that someone's out there that is really encouraging and sharing what brands do and don't test, etc., etc. So I want to support that. Now here's a little backstory I found kind of interesting. Was the reason why I bought these 2 colors was to replace. I'm not saying you have to get rid of all your makeup. Some people don't believe in wasting, but when I first found out about the Urban Decay testing, it really made me quite angry. So that's my bird screaming in the background. Rose Elizabeth's video on her Urban Decay art, so I created my own, and I used my Urban Decay products, and then 2 of the eyeshadows I had from them, as well as another product, and threw it out. So these are the 2 eyeshadows I'm replacing, and I sort of looked at her colors and asked for KRISTY's advice which color to get, and these came up. And they're pretty similar. If you take a look, was the blue was to replace, the color was called Piccadilly, and the silver was to replace one I had called Vapor. Yeah, it was called Vapor. And yeah, so I really hope that this shows people and encourages that if you have any products from other brands, I know it can seem really hard to replace it, but it can be done, and it can be done joyfully, and you can find it even better products. Here's the backstory to the Moulin Rouge connection. In March of this year, I think that's when Moulin Rouge collection was released. I could be wrong, but at least that's when the video was put up from Veggiebeauty, which I did not know her at the time, and it was for the Moulin Rouge collection. And that day I was arrived in Paris, and the hotel I had stayed at, I had not known this before booking it, but the hotel I happened to stay at was on Rue de Moulin, which is Moulin. It was not in Montmartre, but where Moulin Rouge sort of takes place most of the movie. But it's where Toulouse-Lautrec, one of the characters in the movie, he's like the short guy. It's where he would paint, and a lot of the prostitutes would stay, and he would paint them there. And he sort of, the reason why, part of why he painted them, my mother told me, she's a painter, is because they were sort of outcast of society, and because he was really short, they sort of took him in as one of his own. And anyway, he didn't see them, he sort of saw them more as equals, from my understanding of it. So I just thought it was a really interesting connection. So I feel like I was meant to support this, and then I was meant to get that. Anyway, that's my little story. So on to the review. So we're going to go with Jasmine first. So again, here's Jasmine. I'm going to open it so you can take a look inside. Okay, so I want to be 100% honest in this review. I just spilled some of the product. Here again, here's the Jasmine. Where is it here? Here's Jasmine. I like the packaging, except this is why I prefer pressed shadows to loose shadows. It's because I spill things. Case in point, it just happened right now. It's all over my laptop right now. That's my fault. That's nothing to do with the product. Yeah. But here is, let's just get into the swatch and move on. Here is the swatch of it. This is, let me put it down. This is dry. Here it is wet. It's not a huge difference with this color. When you do it wet, that sparkle comes out a little bit more, but I wouldn't even say that. Now I'm wearing it on my eye. I'm going to get real close so you can see. This is with the white eyeshadow base and from Sugar Pill and Taco. I've shown this before. So here it has a bit of shimmer to it. Here you can see. But it's not like crazy fallout. And on one on this eye here, this eye is without a base. So you may see it's a little bit sheerer without the base. You can still see the shimmer. I love it. That's exactly what I was picturing in my head. I'm very happy with the color. Couldn't be more pleased with it. The silver for some SATINE. I personally, this is what I'm wearing underneath. Again, I used a white eyeshadow base underneath here. And there's the silver there. And here it is without a base. It's pretty similar. Now the silvers that I tend to like are ones that are more white based. I like a white based silver, whereas like the gray, like full on silvers, I find that overplayed, and I don't know, I just never loved that shade. But this is exactly the shade of silver. It looks white, but here you can see. Again, here's the swatch. See? Do you see the sheen? It's not white, it's silver. Love it. If I could change one thing, I'm going to be 100% honest, but this is just where I come from. They're ridiculously cheap. They're like $4. You get a decent amount of products, so you can't complain there. But I would prefer, and I would pay more, if one, it was in a pressed form. I know that's not there, and I know you can try and press it yourself, but I don't really feel that I'm very good at that. I'm just going to be honest. But Sugar Pill has 5.5 grams. I'm not sure how many grams it is in the ones from Pumpkin and Poppy, but I would pay more. This is $12. I would be willing to pay $12 for like this size and in this kind of container, because I find that I'm less likely to spill it in a container like this. I still probably will, because that's how I am. I spill loose shadows. That's why I don't really have very many. But yeah, other than that, I love it. Give it a 5 out of 5. I'll have a link to Pumpkin and Poppy Cosmetics in the down bar so you can check it out. And I hope this review was helpful. I can't wait to see more from Pumpkin and Poppy. And yeah, there are options out there. Here are more. Again, I'm still looking out there for a great metallic purple. Is in my previous video from Moulin Cosmetics. If anyone knows, let me know. Other than that, I'm pretty good for most makeup. Okay, talk to you later.